Welcome back to my channel. Today is a new video. As you can tell, this is my sixth time filming this. I'm trying to make my content improve, and I want it to be perfect before I upload it. So, yeah. This is a Walmart story time. And I'm going to give a little bit of background information before I actually start off the video. But first of all, I want to start off by saying that I'm not trying to be rude to this person because I don't know what they were going through and I don't know what they've been through, and I'm not trying to make them sound like a terrible person. I'm just telling you a story. So, yeah. So the reason why we were going this late was because my siblings didn't take a nap that day, and we have four of them under 4. One of them is my foster sibling. So we weren't able to go, and we were going to Minnesota the next day. So I had to go to Walmart, and we did not have any summer clothes. My sister and I didn't. So we went at 10 o'clock at night, like a normal person, right? Am I right? Am I right? Yeah. I went by the men's clothing first of all, and this is actual really important part of the story because this actually is pretty creepy when it comes down to it. We were by the men's clothing, and I wanted to look at baggy shirts because they are in style, and I'm not going to spend $100 on a shirt. So what you gonna do about it? Okay, so basically I went there, and then I went to the dressing room with my sister, and I came out one time, showed my mom the outfit, came out another time, and there was this kid standing out there. So I'm going to tell a little bit of my mom's side of the story because my mom was talking to this kid while I was in the dressing room. So I'm going to tell you what my mom said about it. And yeah. So basically, my mom was standing outside, and there was this kid peeking around the corner apparently. So my mom was talking to him, and he comes up to her, and they made eye contact, and he goes, "I didn't know Walmart was open this late." Okay, this is what's a little weird because our whole area, it's open 24 hours, 24/7, open all the time, and this kid did not know, that it was open. And my mom was just like, "Yeah, it's open all night," because the nice person my mom is. And he kept trying to look under the dressing room. He kept trying to look under the dressing room. And my mom looked to make sure he couldn't see anything because, and he couldn't. So that was a plus side of the story. I come out, and we're ready to go back by the women's clothing. This guy creeped me out to the point that I was so scared that I was shaking the whole entire time. Even by the men's clothing, I had tried to stick by my mom, and he wasn't even with us, and I was so scared because I felt like someone was watching me, which comes in later at the story. As my mom says, "Are you guys ready to go back by the clothes because we didn't find anything?" And this kid goes and says, "If Zach has to go, so do I." So my little brother was with us, and he doesn't necessarily like going by the women's clothing, and this kid found out his name and said that. So he wants to follow us around the whole Walmart. We have so much to do. We have to get food. We have to get so much, and this kid still wants to come around, follow us around, and just to the scariness and the annoyingness, and So this kid, well, we find out he's 18. He keeps trying to get behind my sister and I. And okay, if I can find a video that shows what he was doing, well, he was walking really, really, really straight, and I'll insert it right here if I can find one. If I can't, then I didn't find one. But he was walking straight, and he was just determined. He was determined. And he had this weird look on his face. And every time I would turn around, he just had this, odd look, okay? Have you ever, seen, this determined face, but, it was just a little odd. You know what I mean? We were walking there. He goes, he asked my mom, "What's her name?" And my mom goes, "Oh, Abby? That's Abby." And he goes, "Abby, you're finally ready to go back by the women's clothing?" He wasn't by us, like, at all. By the women's clothing. Like, I mean, by the men's clothing. Like, okay, he was not even close by us, okay? He was, like, like, he must have been following us. Like, actually following us. And because he knew we were by the men's clothing. It just gets creepier. It just gets creepier. Now, he tries to get a ride from my mom. That's right, a ride from my mother. He goes, it's raining outside. I guess I'm just going to have to walk home. And my mom goes, I can call you a cab. Like, cabs are open this late, right? And she's like, because what my mom does is she, like, tries to keep conversations with people. And she's, like, the sweetest person. Like, she was a saint in this situation. And she was just like, and then she kept trying to change the subject because all he kept saying in a row, at least 10 times, was, I guess I'm just gonna have to walk home. Like, exactly like that. Over and over and over again. Okay, y'all? Over and over and over again. And this kid changes the subject. Like, my mom's talking about something totally different, and he goes back to it, and he's like, guess I'm just gonna have to walk home. And he kept telling my mom, no, I don't want a cab. Like, my mom's offering to buy you a cab to get you home, so we don't have to drive you home. Like, or for you not to complain about it anymore. You know what I mean? But, he was not happy with that. So, and throughout this whole experience, he was sitting there coughing, and so close to us, like, so close, and holding his stomach, like, there was a big pain in his stomach, like, he was just, like, grabbing his stomach so tight, and, like, every single time he coughed, he would grab his stomach, like, every single time, I mean, every time. And my mom kept pulling us away from him because we, like, we're in this little aisle and he's standing here and we're standing, like, over here, and he's just coughing a storm up, not covering his mouth, holding his stomach. This kid in rain boots, t-shirt, shorts, buzz cut hair, and a skinny little toothpick. And he was tall, and I'm 5'2", and he was tall to me. Keep walking. We go by the spray tans, we go by the nails. He's just walking, coughing, goes up behind my sister and I every single time. He waits for us to go in front of him, and he goes behind us. Like, that is exactly what kept happening. Like, it was like, finally, this guy comes up behind us, and he goes, are you ready to come home yet? Really loud. Like, he's like this 70, 80-year-old man. And this kid turns around, like, vroom, like, circles so fast. Like, it was the fastest thing I've ever seen, I swear. Turns around, bows his head, goes. Literally leaves. My mom's like, bye. He's like, nope, nothing, no words, nothing. And we don't know if he had a mental disability or if he was so sheltered. We have so many conspiracies about this kid. But, that's like, we didn't even catch his name. Like, it was like 2 hours of him walking around with us, but we still did not catch his name. And the thing is, he never told us. Like, he told us he graduated this year, and my mom's like, your parents must be proud of you. And he goes, yeah, they are. We just didn't know if he was making it up or if we just didn't know. And after all this experience at this Walmart, we are never going there again. And there was another experience, but which is for a different story time. But this one is way scarier than the other one. If you were actually in this position, it would probably be way scarier. But yeah. And I probably will. I'm going to be editing this, so I might be adding stuff to the story as I watch it because I may have missed stuff. But I'm really sorry for that if that happens. But hopefully I got all of it. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure you guys like, subscribe to my channel if you want to. If you don't want to, I mean, whatever. So, bye!